The mystery of human repair stations. In the vast galaxy where many alien species roamed among the stars, a new mystery was unfolding. Ships from various planets filled with advanced technology and powerful engines were experiencing unexpected problems. These issues were causing major disruptions for the aliens who relied on their ships for trade, travel, and defense. The aliens had always been proud of their own advanced technology. They built impressive ships, capable of incredible feats. However, their technology was not without flaws. Over time, many alien species faced breakdowns and malfunctions that their own repair teams struggled to fix. Their best engineers, despite their skills, could not always solve these complex problems. One day, rumors began to spread about a strange and intriguing place in the galaxy, a human repair station. The aliens had heard whispers of this place from travelers and traders. According to these stories, human repair stations had an unusual reputation. They were said to be capable of fixing even the most advanced and complicated alien technology. The news spread like wildfire among the alien races. The aliens were curious and skeptical. How could humans, a relatively young and less advanced species compared to them, manage to repair technology that their own engineers could not? This question puzzled many alien leaders and engineers. The mystery of the human repair stations became a topic of great interest and debate. The first to act on these rumors was a race of intelligent beings known as the Zorblaks. The Zorblaks had a large, sleek ship that had been malfunctioning for months. Their engineers had tried everything they knew, but the problems persisted. The Zorblaks decided to take a risk and visit a human repair station, hoping that the stories were true. The Zorblaks' ship approached the human station with a mix of hope and doubt. As the ship docked, the Zorblaks' crew observed the human station from their windows. It looked modest compared to their own advanced facilities. The humans, dressed in simple uniforms, greeted them with friendly waves. The Zorblaks were taken aback. They had expected a more sophisticated setup. Despite their doubts, the Zorblaks handed over their ship to the human technicians. The humans accepted the challenge with enthusiasm. They examined the ship's problems carefully and began their work. The Zorblaks' crew watched in silence, their skepticism growing. How could these humans possibly fix their high-tech problems? Days passed, and the humans worked tirelessly. They used tools and techniques that were unfamiliar to the Zorblaks. The human technicians communicated with each other in a language that sounded strange but efficient. They were focused and determined, their hands moving swiftly as they repaired the ship. To the Zorblaks' amazement, the repairs began to take shape. The problems that had seemed so complicated and unsolvable were slowly being resolved. The ship's systems started to function again, and the Zorblaks' crew began to see progress. Their skepticism began to fade, replaced by a growing respect for the human technicians. When the repairs were completed, the Zorblaks' ship was fully operational. The Zorblaks' crew thanked the humans and prepared to leave. They were astonished by the outcome. The human repair station had not only fixed their ship, but had done so with a skill that exceeded their expectations. The Zorblaks left the station with a new appreciation for human abilities. The news of this successful repair quickly spread throughout the galaxy. Other alien species, hearing about the Zorblaks' experience, became curious. They wondered if the stories about human repair stations were true. Many decided to test the rumors themselves. As more alien ships arrived at the human repair stations, the mystery of their unmatched expertise began to unravel. Human repair stations, once a topic of skepticism and curiosity, were now becoming renowned across the galaxy. Aliens from different worlds were eager to see for themselves why these stations were so highly regarded. The once mysterious human repair stations were now at the center of interstellar attention. The story of the human repair stations had only just begun. As more alien ships flocked to these stations, the true extent of human expertise would soon be revealed. The galaxy was on the brink of discovering the remarkable skills that humans possessed, and the mystery of the human repair stations was far from over. The first visit. In the far reaches of space, the reputation of human repair stations continued to spread. Alien ships from distant planets, now eager to experience the famous repairs firsthand, started arriving in greater numbers. The first to arrive were the Cotorians, a race known for their impressive warships and advanced technology. The Cotorians had been facing a serious issue with their flagship, the Eclipser. It was a massive vessel with powerful engines and advanced weaponry. Despite its strength, the Eclipser had suffered severe damage during a recent battle. Its systems were failing, and the Cotorian engineers could not find a solution. Frustrated and desperate, they decided to send their ship to a human repair station. As the Eclipser approached the human repair station, the Cotorian crew was full of mixed emotions. They were both hopeful and doubtful. The repair station looked modest compared to the grand Cotorian facilities. The humans working there appeared to be ordinary, dressed in simple uniforms. The Cotorians were skeptical about the effectiveness of these human technicians. The Eclipser docked at the station with a loud clank. Human technicians quickly came over to inspect the ship. They greeted the Cotorian crew with polite nods and began their assessment. The Cotorians observed the humans closely, noting their casual demeanor and seemingly basic tools. They wondered how such simple tools could handle their complex problems. One human technician, named Sam, took the lead. He approached the Cotorian engineers with confidence and asked detailed questions about the ship's issues. The Cotorians were surprised by his knowledge and focus. Sam's questions were precise and showed a deep understanding of advanced technology, even though the tools he used looked basic. As the repairs began, the Cotorians watched in silence. The human technicians worked with a steady rhythm, using their tools to fix the damaged systems. They communicated with each other in a clear and straightforward manner. The Cotorians were intrigued, but still unsure if this approach would be successful. Days went by and the repairs progressed. The Cotorian crew noticed small improvements. The ship's systems were coming back online one by one. The humans seemed to have an uncanny ability to diagnose and fix problems that had baffled the Cotorian engineers. The Cotorian skepticism started to fade, replaced by growing respect for the human technicians. One evening, as the sun set over the human repair station, Sam and his team were almost done with the repairs. The Eclipser was starting to look like its old self. The Cotorian engineers were now openly admiring the work. They approached Sam and expressed their gratitude. They admitted that the human technicians had exceeded their expectations. The next day, the Eclipser was ready for its test run. The Cotorians were nervous but hopeful. They watched as the human technicians conducted the final checks. The ship's systems were tested thoroughly, and everything appeared to be working perfectly. The Cotorians were amazed. When the Eclipser finally lifted off from the human repair station, it was in excellent condition. The Cotorian crew was thrilled. They thanked the humans once more and prepared to return to their own space. As they left, they couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. The human repair station had performed miracles with their ship. Word of the successful repair quickly spread through the Cotorian networks. Other alien species, hearing about the impressive results, became even more curious about human repair stations. The Cotorians, once doubtful, now spoke highly of the humans. They praised the repair station's efficiency and skill. Back at the human repair station, the technicians were pleased with their success. They had faced and overcome the challenge of repairing the Eclipser. Their reputation continued to grow as more alien ships arrived, seeking the unmatched expertise of the human repair stations. The arrival of the Cotorian flagship marked a turning point. It was clear that human repair stations were not just capable, but exceptional. The Cotorians' visit had proven that even the most advanced and sophisticated technology could benefit from human skills. The mystery of the human repair stations was unraveling, and the galaxy was beginning to see the true extent of their expertise. As the days went by, the human repair stations became a hub of activity. Alien ships from all corners of the galaxy continued to flock to these stations, eager to experience the renowned repairs. Each visit added to the growing legend of the human repair stations, making them a vital part of interstellar space. In the far reaches of space, the reputation of human repair stations continued to spread. Alien ships from distant planets, now eager to experience the famous repairs firsthand, started arriving in greater numbers. The first to arrive were the Cotorians, a race known for their impressive warships and advanced technology. The Cotorians had been facing a serious issue with their flagship, the Eclipser. It was a massive vessel with powerful engines and advanced weaponry. Despite its strength, the Eclipser had suffered severe damage during a recent battle. Its systems were failing, and the Cotoran engineers could not find a solution. Frustrated and desperate, they decided to send their ship to a human repair station. As the Eclipser approached the human repair station, the Cotoran crew was full of mixed emotions. They were both hopeful and doubtful. The repair station looked modest compared to the grand Cotoran facilities. The humans working there appeared to be ordinary, dressed in simple uniforms. The Cotorians were skeptical about the effectiveness of these human technicians. The Eclipser docked at the station with a loud clank. Human technicians quickly came over to inspect the ship. They greeted the Cotoran crew with polite nods and began their assessment. The Cotorians observed the humans closely, noting their casual demeanor and seemingly basic tools. They wondered how such simple tools could handle their complex problems. One human technician, named Sam, took the lead. He approached the Cotoran engineers with confidence and asked detailed questions about the ship's issues. The Cotorians were surprised by his knowledge and focus. Sam's questions were precise and showed a deep understanding of advanced technology, even though the tools he used looked basic. As the repairs began, the Cotorians watched in silence. The human technicians worked with a steady rhythm, using their tools to fix the damaged systems. They communicated with each other in a clear and straightforward manner. The Cotorians were intrigued, but still unsure if this approach would be successful. Days went by, and the repairs progressed. The Cotoran crew noticed small improvements. The ship's systems were coming back online, one by one. The humans seemed to have an uncanny ability to diagnose and fix problems that had baffled the Cotoran engineers. The Cotorian skepticism started to fade, replaced by growing respect for the human technicians. One evening, as the sun set over the human repair station, Sam and his team were almost done with the repairs. The Eclipser was starting to look like its old self. The Cotoran engineers were now openly admiring the work. They approached Sam and expressed their gratitude. They admitted that the human technicians had exceeded their expectations. The next day, the Eclipser was ready for its test run. The Cotorians were nervous but hopeful. They watched as the human technicians conducted the final checks. The ship's systems were tested thoroughly, and everything appeared to be working perfectly. The Cotorians were amazed. When the Eclipser finally lifted off from the human repair station, it was in excellent condition. The Cotoran crew was thrilled. They thanked the humans once more and prepared to return to their own space. As they left, they couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. The human repair station had performed miracles with their ship. Word of the successful repair quickly spread through the Cotoran networks. Other alien species, hearing about the impressive results, became even more curious about human repair stations. The Cotorians, once doubtful, now spoke highly of the humans. They praised the repair station's efficiency and skill. Back at the human repair station, the technicians were pleased with their success. They had faced and overcome the challenge of repairing the Eclipser. Their reputation continued to grow as more alien ships arrived, seeking the unmatched expertise of the human repair stations. The arrival of the Cotoran flagship marked a turning point. It was clear that human repair stations were not just capable but exceptional. The Cotorians' visit had proven that even the most advanced and sophisticated technology could benefit from human skills. The mystery of the human repair stations was unraveling, and the galaxy was beginning to see the true extent of their expertise. As the days went by, the human repair stations became a hub of activity. Alien ships from all corners of the galaxy continued to flock to these stations, eager to experience the renowned repairs. Each visit added to the growing legend of the human repair stations, making them a vital part of interstellar space. By the time the repairs were complete, the Draconians were thoroughly impressed. They left the human repair station with a newfound respect for the technicians and their abilities. The exchange of knowledge had been valuable for both sides. The Draconians had gained insights into human repair techniques, and the humans had learned about advanced weapon technology. The ongoing exchanges between humans and aliens led to a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's technologies. The repair stations became more than just places for fixing ships. They were hubs of learning and collaboration. Each interaction brought new insights and innovations, enriching the knowledge of both humans and aliens. The mutual learning that took place at the human repair stations was a testament to the power of cooperation. As different species shared their expertise and learned from one another, they built stronger connections and fostered greater understanding. The human repair stations had become a symbol of interstellar unity and progress. The story of the human repair stations continued to unfold, with each new visit adding to the rich tapestry of knowledge and collaboration. The interactions between humans and aliens were not just about repairs, they were about building bridges and expanding horizons. The galaxy was becoming a more connected and enlightened place, thanks to the shared experiences and mutual respect fostered at the human repair stations. As the reputation of the human repair stations spread, more alien species sought out these hubs of learning and cooperation. The exchanges of knowledge and technology continued to drive progress and innovation. The human repair stations had become a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of interstellar collaboration. The story of the human repair stations was far from over. With each new interaction, the bonds between species grew stronger, and the galaxy became a richer and more vibrant place. The human technicians continued to demonstrate their skills and open minds, proving that learning from each other was the key to a brighter future for all. Challenges arise. As the human repair stations became renowned for their skills and collaborative spirit, a new chapter in their story began. The influx of alien ships continued, bringing with it a variety of complex technologies and repair challenges. While many repairs went smoothly, some encountered unexpected difficulties that tested the limits of the human technicians' expertise. One day, a massive ship from the planet Gorath arrived at the human repair station. The Gorathians were known for their enormous mining vessels, which operated in the harshest environments of space. Their latest ship, the Titanus, had suffered catastrophic damage from a rogue asteroid storm. The ship's hull was severely breached, and its internal systems were in disarray. The Gorathian engineers, although confident in their ship's design, were worried about the extent of the damage. They had heard about the human repair station's reputation, but were concerned that the scale of the damage might be beyond their capabilities. The human technicians, however, welcomed the challenge and prepared to tackle the repair. As the technicians examined the Titanus, they quickly realized the extent of the damage was more severe than anticipated. The ship's hull required extensive patching, and many of its internal systems were malfunctioning. The human technicians used their skills to begin the repairs, but it became clear that this would be a monumental task. The Gorathians, though impressed by the humans' determination, were nervous. They had never seen such a massive repair effort undertaken by a team with relatively simple tools. The Gorathians offered their assistance and provided their advanced mining equipment to help with the repairs. The humans gratefully accepted the help, and together they worked to fix the damaged ship. Despite their best efforts, progress was slow. The team faced several setbacks, including unexpected complications with the ship's energy systems. The human technicians were pushed to their limits, constantly adapting their techniques to overcome each new challenge. Tensions ran high as the repair team struggled to keep up with the complex issues. During this time, the Gorathians and humans learned more about each other's technologies. The Gorathians were amazed at the humans' resourcefulness and problem-solving skills. They saw how the human technicians used their knowledge and creativity to tackle problems, even when faced with limited resources. The repair team worked around the clock, making gradual but steady progress. The Gorathians, seeing the dedication and skill of the human technicians, began to believe that the repairs could be completed successfully. They continued to support the team, providing additional resources and expertise as needed. After several weeks of intense work, the repairs on the Titanus were finally completed. The ship was patched, and its systems were restored to operational status. The Gorathians were thrilled and grateful. They had seen firsthand the challenges faced by the human technicians and were impressed by their perseverance and skill. The successful repair of the Titanus was a significant achievement for the human repair stations. It demonstrated that even the most challenging repairs could be handled with determination and teamwork. The experience also highlighted the importance of collaboration and mutual support in overcoming obstacles. As word of the successful repair spread, more alien species continued to seek out the human repair stations. The story of the Titanus became a testament to the resilience and capability of the human technicians. It was a reminder that even in the face of immense challenges, dedication and ingenuity could lead to success. However, the challenges were far from over. As the human repair stations grew busier, new and complex problems continued to arise. The technicians faced issues with increasingly sophisticated technologies and unexpected breakdowns. Each new repair brought its own set of difficulties, pushing the boundaries of what the human repair stations could handle. The technicians, undeterred by the challenges, continued to approach each repair with the same determination and creativity that had brought them success before. They adapted their techniques and learned from each new experience. The repair stations became a proving ground for their skills and a symbol of their commitment to excellence. The challenges faced by the human repair stations were not just obstacles, but opportunities for growth and improvement. Each repair taught the technicians new lessons and provided valuable insights into alien technologies. The ongoing experiences helped refine their techniques and expand their knowledge. As the human repair stations continued to tackle new challenges, their reputation grew stronger. They became known not only for their ability to fix complex issues, but also for their resilience and adaptability. The galaxy began to see the human repair stations as a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of perseverance. The story of the human repair stations was evolving. From their humble beginnings, they had grown into centers of excellence and collaboration. The challenges they faced only served to strengthen their resolve and enhance their skills. The galaxy watched in awe as the human technicians continued to rise to each new challenge, proving that even the toughest problems could be overcome with determination and teamwork. As the human repair stations looked to the future, they knew that more challenges lay ahead, but they were ready to face them, armed with the knowledge, experience, and spirit that had brought them this far. The journey of the human repair stations was far from over, and their story was set to continue with new challenges, new discoveries, and new successes. A major crisis. The human repair stations had become renowned throughout the galaxy for their exceptional skills and problem-solving abilities. However, as their reputation grew, so did the complexity and scale of the repairs they faced. The technicians had handled many challenges, but nothing could have prepared them for the major crisis that was about to unfold. One quiet morning, the station's alert systems went off with a blaring siren. A massive ship from the planet Illyria was approaching rapidly. The Illyrians were known for their colossal cargo haulers, and their ship, the Illyrian Titan, was one of the largest ever built. It was in critical condition, and the Illyrians were desperate for help. The Illyrian Titan had been transporting essential supplies across the galaxy when it suffered a catastrophic engine failure. The ship's systems were failing and it was losing power rapidly. The Illyrians were in a state of panic, knowing that without immediate assistance, their precious cargo and crew would be lost. As the Illyrian Titan docked at the human repair station, the scale of the crisis became apparent. The ship was enormous, dwarfing the repair station's facilities. The Illyrians explained that the engine failure had caused a chain reaction of problems throughout the ship. The cooling systems, life support, and communications were all malfunctioning. The human technicians faced an unprecedented challenge. The Illyrian Titan's damage was beyond anything they had encountered before. The ship's systems were intricate and alien, making it difficult for the humans to understand and address the issues. Despite the complexity, the technicians knew they had to act quickly to prevent a disaster. The first step was to stabilize the ship. The technicians began by focusing on the most critical systems, the cooling and power. They worked alongside Illyrian engineers who provided valuable insights into their ship's technology. The Illyrians were highly stressed, but they followed the humans' lead, trying to support the repair efforts as best as they could. As the repair team worked tirelessly, they encountered several setbacks. The damage to the cooling systems was more severe than anticipated, and the power fluctuations caused additional complications. The technicians struggled to keep up with the rapidly changing situation. The pressure was intense, and the team was working under extreme stress. Despite their efforts, the situation worsened. The ship's life support systems began to fail, and the crew was at risk of losing oxygen. The Illyrians were growing increasingly anxious. The stakes were high, and the situation seemed almost hopeless. In the midst of the crisis, the human repair station's chief engineer, Sarah, called for a strategy meeting. She knew that they needed a new approach to tackle the overwhelming issues. The team gathered in the control room, exhausted but determined. Sarah outlined a plan to prioritize the most critical repairs and mobilize additional resources. The team split into smaller groups, each focusing on a specific area of the ship's systems. They used every tool and technique at their disposal, combining their knowledge with the Illyrians' expertise. The repair efforts became a coordinated, high-pressure operation. Hours turned into days as the technicians worked around the clock. The situation remained tense, but there were small victories along the way. The cooling systems were partially restored, and the power fluctuations began to stabilize. The life support systems were patched up, providing temporary relief to the crew. As the repairs progressed, the Illyrians grew more hopeful. They saw the dedication and skill of the human technicians and began to trust in their ability to save the Illyrian Titan. The cooperation between the two teams improved, and the Illyrians provided additional support and resources as needed. Finally, after days of intense work, the critical repairs were completed. The Illyrian Titan's engines roared back to life, and the ship's systems were stabilized. The Illyrians cheered as their ship began to function again. The crew's gratitude was immense, and they thanked the human technicians for their extraordinary efforts. The crisis had been a monumental challenge, but the human repair stations had once again proven their capabilities. The successful repair of the Illyrian Titan was a testament to the technicians' resilience and problem-solving skills. The experience had been a trial by fire, but it had strengthened their reputation and solidified their place in the galaxy. In the aftermath of the crisis, the human repair station's staff took a moment to reflect on the events. The pressure and stress had been intense, but the teamwork and dedication had seen them through. The experience had also deepened their understanding of alien technologies and reinforced the value of collaboration. The story of the Illyrian Titan and the major crisis would become a new chapter in the legend of the human repair stations. It highlighted the challenges faced and overcome and the incredible achievements made in the face of adversity. The galaxy continued to watch in awe as the human technicians remained steadfast in their mission to repair and innovate. As the human repair stations looked ahead, they knew that more challenges would come. But they were ready to face them, armed with the experience and determination gained from their previous trials. The story of their successes and struggles continued to inspire and captivate, ensuring that their place in the galaxy remained secure and respected. A new era. The human repair stations had come a long way since their early days. From their humble beginnings, they had grown into centers of excellence known across the galaxy for their repair skills and innovative approaches. The successful handling of the Illyrian Titan crisis had solidified their reputation, and the galaxy was watching closely as a new chapter in their story unfolded. After the intense crisis with the Illyrian Titan, the human repair stations experienced a period of growth and transformation. The stations were now more than just places for repairs. They had become symbols of interstellar cooperation and progress. The galaxy's diverse species continued to visit, eager to benefit from the expertise of the human technicians. The success of the Illyrian Titan repair had led to increased interest from other advanced civilizations. Many alien species wanted to learn from the humans and share their own technologies. The repair stations had evolved into hubs of knowledge exchange, where different races came together to collaborate and innovate. One day, a delegation from the Galactic Council arrived at the human repair station. The Council was a governing body representing multiple planets and species, and their interest in the repair stations was a significant. The human repair station's chief engineer, Sarah, met with the Council members to discuss their proposal. The Council was impressed by the human technicians' skills and the success stories that had emerged from the repair stations. They proposed creating a network of repair stations across the galaxy, with humans at the forefront of this initiative. The idea was ambitious. It involved establishing new stations in key locations, where different species could bring their ships and technology for repairs and upgrades. The goal was to create a standardized system of repair and maintenance that would benefit all member species. The human repair stations would serve as the central hub for this network. Sarah and her team were excited by the proposal, but also aware of the challenges it would bring. Expanding to new locations meant more technicians, resources, and training. It required careful planning and coordination with the Galactic Council and other participating species. The human repair stations agreed to the proposal and began preparing for this new era. They started by establishing partnerships with other advanced civilizations to build new stations. These partnerships were crucial for sharing knowledge and ensuring that the new stations would be equipped with the latest technologies and tools. As the new repair stations began to take shape, the human technicians continued their work at the existing stations. They welcomed new visitors and continued to handle complex repairs and technology exchanges. The experience gained from the Illyrian Titan crisis and other challenging repairs had prepared them well for the expansion. With the new network of repair stations becoming a reality, the human technicians faced a range of new opportunities and challenges. They were tasked with training technicians from other species, sharing their expertise, and ensuring that the new stations maintained the high standards of quality and efficiency. The first of the new stations was established on a strategic location near the core worlds of the Galactic Council. It was a state-of-the-art facility designed to handle a wide range of repairs and technology exchanges. The station quickly became a bustling center of activity, with ships arriving from all corners of the galaxy. The success of the new station was a testament to the effectiveness of the network. It demonstrated that the collaboration between species and the shared knowledge were creating a more interconnected and efficient galaxy. The human technicians played a crucial role in ensuring the smooth operation of the new station and in fostering cooperation among the different species. As the network of repair stations continued to expand, the human technicians faced new challenges and opportunities. They learned to adapt their methods to different technologies and worked closely with alien engineers to solve complex problems. The experience further enriched their knowledge and strengthened their reputation as experts in interstellar repair. The new era marked a turning point for the human repair stations. They had evolved from local repair facilities into a galaxy-wide network that promoted collaboration and innovation. The stations became symbols of unity and progress, showcasing the power of cooperation among diverse civilizations. The human repair station's success story continued to inspire others. The network became a model for how different species could work together to achieve common goals and address shared challenges. The story of the human repair stations was not just about repairs and technology. It was about building bridges between species and creating a better future for all. As the galaxy entered this new era, the human repair stations stood as a beacon of hope and progress. The technicians' dedication, skill, and willingness to collaborate had set a new standard for interstellar cooperation. The story of their journey was far from over, and the future held endless possibilities for further achievements and discoveries. The legacy of the human repair stations was one of resilience, innovation, and unity. Their story was a reminder that even in the vastness of space, the power of cooperation and shared knowledge could create a brighter future for all. The new era had begun, and the human repair stations were at the heart of this exciting new chapter in galactic history.